Friends, we have a very special guest today. Last night, I turned up for dinner to drive the Toyota CHR, and I had the opportunity to meet the car's chief engineer, Hiro Koba.
Hi, Hiro Koba. Nice to meet you.
And so we're talking, and of course, you know, I mean, we talked about the platform, we talked about B segment, we talked about all sorts of engineering stuff. But then I found out, what car do you have back in Japan?
Oh, right now I have a Supra.
You have a Supra. So you could imagine the conversation turned to nothing but Supras. And then what else do you do besides drive the Supra?
Oh, so I have a racing. So just last Saturday, I raced on the Suzuka circuit.
Suzuka. Yeah. So we're driving a crossover, and right before that, you get to go on Suzuka.
Yeah.
And it's a Formula 3 car, is that what you got?
Yes, tubular framed sports car, single-seater sports car.
That's awesome.
Tubular frame, and weight is 520, so around 1,000
So you're
pounds.
520 kilograms, right? So you're just under 1,000 pounds, right around there. And how much horsepower does it have?
Just 110 horsepower, but so end of the straight of the Suzuka circuit, 200 km/h, 130 mph around that.
In that little car.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
So tell me where it started. When did you get? Obviously, you're a Toyota engineer. How long have you been working with Toyota?
Oh, over 30 years.
You didn't tell me that last night.
Yeah, I'm 55.
I thought you don't look 55 at all.
Oh, thank you very much.
I need to drink what you're drinking.
Yeah.
So when did you start doing the racing stuff?
Yeah. So when I joined the Toyota, I was racing by the go-kart. Go-kart. Just go-kart.
So 30 years ago. So you were 24. Were you racing go? That's when you started, or did you start before then?
No. After joined the Toyota. Just go-kart, very small.
And you're very tall.
Yeah. So that way,
you're gonna have to send me a picture of that.
Yeah.
So did you get? Is that part of something Toyota says here? Go drive a go-kart, or you just found that out on your own?
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Like when you first joined Toyota. Was it an opportunity that they offered to you to go drive the go-kart, or is that something you found outside of work?
Oh yeah, outside of the work. So because when I was young, before the join Toyota, I don't have money.
Yeah.
So I want to do that, but I couldn't do that. So that's why. So after joining the Toyota, so the little bit I get the money, so I bought the go-kart.
So the job at Toyota was an opportunity to fund your racing.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then what did you do after that? You went go-karts, and what did you start racing after go-karts?
So after that, so I have first generation MR2. AW11, supercharged AW11, and I drove that on the short circuit, small circuit, and then I got the last generation MR2, MR Spider.
That's the turbo.
No. That's second generation.
Second generation.
Third generation.
Oh,
latest, last one. ZZW30, that is also midship, but right away.
You were doing track days with both cars?
Yeah.
Were you competing wheel to wheel or just track days?
Yeah, track days, and after that, so I bought FRS and 86, and so I compete on the Suzuka circuit or Fuji Speedway with the professional driver.
That's
you
awesome.
know Taniguchi or Orido?
I know. No, I don't know them personally, but I know of the first.
But drifting, famous drifting.
Well, Da Yoshihara, I know very well. Da Yoshihara. Technically he doesn't drift in one of your cars. He drifts for Subaru, but it is an 86. Yeah.
So and then I changed. Because that, so I did Formula. race, FJ 1600, kind of Formula Ford.
Yeah, it's like the Formula Ford over in Europe. Yes. So how long ago was this that you made this switch to going wheel to wheel?
How long?
Yeah, how long ago did you start racing wheel to wheel?
2009 I started because of course I don't have money, so that's why my son and daughter graduated. And so I don't need to spend the money for their education. So that's why I asked my wife. I'd like to do that. And my wife allowed me.
So she had to approve it first.
Yeah.
But your son does some work with you now with racing, doesn't he?
Yeah, so he's also he's doing a lemon race.
And he lives in Michigan?
In Michigan. So
that's awesome. And what kind of car is he racing?
Right now the Mustang.
A Mustang?
Mustang.
Okay, so
that's the Taurus.
Yeah.
They are using, but the Taurus broken. And last year they bought a Mustang. And
that's great. Yeah. So he's learning very well from you.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of Michigan, there was a great piece of information you shared with me. When you moved to Michigan and you were working for Toyota, what car did you buy?
Yeah, of course. So I'm Toyota employee.
Yeah.
So I just lent Sienna and Scion XB.
Yeah.
But besides of this car, I bought a 77 Corvette and a 95 BMW M3 E36.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, granted, the Corvette, beautiful.
Yeah. You know, Stingray C3.
Great car. That was the only car, as we were talking last night, where in the Melees era is what it's called in English, where the 5-mile-an-hour impact bumpers actually looked good.
Yeah.
But very underpowered, that car.
Yeah, lowest part of the history of the Corvette, right?
Did you do anything to
170 or 180
It was 170 base,
and
then the L88 or L85 was 185.
Well, around that, So even 350 cubic inch, but
that's horrible. Did you do anything to yours?
Oh, yeah, just change the shock absorber.
Oh, so driving dynamics.
Driving, and so my son using that car for the high school drag race.
The Corvette?
Corvette. At the south of the Ann Arbor in Michigan, so there are Milan drag race course, and so he did that.
That is awesome. You are a wonderful father. And then the M. What did you do anything to that? Because that was what, the 240 horse at 1995. What did you do to that? The M car. Did you do any adjustments?
Just do the autocross.
Okay.
And Eastern Michigan University parking lot, so we have some activity for the autocross.
That's awesome. I love that idea. So you and I, about the same time, we were talking about this last night. I had the same series, but it was a Z3M. So it's the same engine, but the short wheelbase convertible car. And the beauty of that car is, if you didn't know how to drive it, it would kill you. But that's what it would kill you. It was unsafe because it was such a short wheelbase. But that's what made it fun. That's what I loved about that car.
I like the G3 because a smaller car. The G4 is a
exactly. Now let's go back to Japan. You've got the Supra in the driveway, but you also do some rally.
Yeah.
Now what rally do you do?
Yaris Rally, TRD Rally Challenge I did.
So it's a single series?
Yeah, single series,
Now, this is what wait till you hear this. How many of these do you guys do a year? Each of the rallies?
Maybe the 7 or 8.
That is amazing.
8 times, but I participated only one time, but for me. But so the series, rally series is every year, so 7
even in
or 8.
cold weather, you do this.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, I find this interesting. I asked you last night. So this is your car.
Yeah.
We've talked about this in a separate episode. You guys can click on the link above to look at the episodes on this. But you had the opportunity to work with one of my favorite engineers, Yaguchi-san.
Yeah.
So what project did you work on with him?
Oh, so when he was developing ISF, at that time, so I was in the Michigan.
Yeah.
And I prepared a competitor for the ISF Corvette, Porsche, M3, everything.
So you were driving to work in a 77 C3, but you were driving brand new versions.
Yeah, that is C6.
C6 at that time,
yeah, the latest one. Yeah.
Tough job you have.
It's very fun.
Okay. So you can imagine my surprise. I come to Texas, and we don't, obviously you guys have seen, we don't have a lot of Toyotas on the show, but I didn't expect quite this much when I turned up in Texas.
Yeah. You know, this CHR, we did a race in the Nürburgring 24 hours race.
Oh,
last year.
There's a picture of you driving it.
Yeah, and so because that, so the one month ago, so there are 6 hours race in the Nürburgring, and I drove it.
You did 6 hours in this on Nürburgring?
Yeah.
Okay, next time you go, I want to go with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were talking last
Making a team.
Yeah, we do, absolutely.
MotoMan and me.
We were talking last night, and I was talking about Targa Newfoundland, and I'm trying to talk Koba-san into doing Targa New Zealand. Because we're trying to put a team together to go down to Targa New Zealand. Maybe you and I would do it all together.
Yeah.
We get like 3 cars and we'll all go and compete.
Okay.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
So now what I like to do, what's customary on our show, is to have the guest leave a question for the audience.
Okay.
And I know there's something you want to ask the audience, so you want to pose the question.
Okay. So, hi customer. So, how do you think, is this Toyota or not? Please try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you perceive this as Toyota? That's what you want to know. Do you perceive this car Toyota? If yes, why? And if no, why not?
And drive it.
And drive it. Okay.
Driving performance.
Yeah, that's
true. Do you think not only the styling but also driving? So I just focus on these 2 things. Other things I didn't care.
Actually, true story. This is not marketing crap. That's the reason why this has a double wishbone suspension.
Yeah.
In the tech review and the first drive review, I told the audience some stories about how you had to go from the B segment to the C segment platform to get all of the updates you wanted. So that's why he's so interested in this. But as we talked about, more power.
Yeah.
Okay. And a manual.
I think so.
Okay. Koba-san.
Yeah. Thank you. MotoMan-san, thank you very much.
Until we see you next time.
See you.
Bis später. This guy's awesome.